Good. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. 6 o'clock. We'll start the meeting, please. Let's pledge allegiance. And to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty. Thank you. Roll call, all 5 council members are present at this hearing. First item on the agenda, consider approving the minutes of January 8th. I make a motion by Dave, all in favor? Kelly, got one?
Yeah, can we make the correction? My name is spelled wrong every time.
Yep. So, no. Okay, and Kelly, can you fix that? You said she can fix that, Kelly? Okay, thank you. First item up on new business is the scientific commitment to horticultural community.
Right there.
Anything you want to say on this, Joe?
They were a little down, but I'm where they need to be. It was Jan's last sewer billing, so she was happy to get those mailed out.
For why people are doing that, we'll look on to the second reading of field board ordinance.
Yep, so you have that in your packet. We took care of the stray quotation and we reworked that weird sentence. And then again, the reason why we wanted second reading was to change the quorum to 3 to 4, so to match our bylaws.
Any questions from the board?
Is this the first reading because you're coming with changes? Isn't it?
Should be.
Unless the material changes.
I mean, we deleted all
On
the
the second.
quotation.
Material. Isn't that what we said? What?
Grammar change.
Well,
I wouldn't think if there's no content change.
yeah, okay, never mind.
Yeah, just,
Yeah.
yeah,
Good.
Good point, Joe.
yeah.
I'll
I'll look
make
at,
a motion, to accept this as our second reading.
Motion's been made to second, this is the second by Mr. Nutting, all in favor? Thank you. Mr. Bowman, good evening, sir, how are you? Doing all right?
welcome.
State animal control officer is not here right now, so we'll, he hasn't, been in contact with you, tell him he can.
Came today, but I was at a board meeting, so it was, in the office.
We'll table it till the next meeting,
Yeah, I'll
if you still want to.
check with him, yeah. You just wanted to give an update on.
Yep.
Number of calls that's going on in town, something like that.
Next one, we have 2 appointments, one for Kathy Parody to be the register of voters, for a 3-year term, and the next one will be appointing Shannon Bezier to deputy register of votes for a 3-year term.
You have those forms. So our voters and deputy before.
You do what?
We have to have that done before the 2 election.
Yeah, yeah. So why not do it now? But, okay, going up.
Kathy was telling, you said just about, yeah, she said it was just to go before, so they could say that.
Okay,
So at this time, I'll make a motion that we appoint Kathy Parody to register for a 3-year term and also appoint Shannon Bezier as the deputy register of votes for a 3-year term. It's a motion seconded by Kelly, all in favor?
you.
The next one is up, we're gonna accept a forestry grant award for the fire department.
Yes, they've been awarded $1,548 to purchase equipment. We will need a motion to accept this money. The matching part of the grant, is going to be absorbed through this operating budget.
And what are they gonna purchase with it?
I don't know.
You know what?
We're adding to our forestry equipment supplies, just with extra packs, or section nozzles, things of that nature.
Chainsaw, maybe.
Chainsaws were done last year.
Okay.
We upgraded all those, so now we're just kind of working through the system. Do motion nozzles, anything like that, that's kind of got St. John, we're just starting the process of slowly replacing.
I
I make a motion, we accept that grant.
Motion made, second by Mr. Taylor. Abstain. And Dave abstained, thank you. We're gonna get a CSX update.
Yeah, so I got a, email from CSX, the railroad representative, they will be increasing the speeds through town. From 25 miles an hour to 40 miles an hour within the next 30 to 60 days, so. Just, we've put the notice out on social media to make citizens aware, but I think there really needs to be. That's gonna be fast on camp roads. Which don't have crossings or lights. People sneak through here and probably Fairfield Street track, so we really need to get the word out that it's going very fast.
Part of the reason why they tore down the Marston Road Bridge.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm wondering if the road handle could be able to handle, but that's.
It's gonna be high. Look at that.
I'm sure they check it down.
Worked out. We're gonna find out. But just wanted to make you aware. They said they sent out the notice. And then they said it's gonna be 30 to 60 days before it takes effect.
I know it's being posted like through Kennebec County EMA,
Yeah.
Belgrade,
Belgrade.
everybody's posting it.
Can we make sure this spring that we do get some type of a barrier for ATVs crossing up there? I know we had talked about it once, putting some rocks
Oh,
or
yeah.
something up off the
Wrigley.
Wrigley Field
Yeah.
to keep them from crossing over it, particularly if they're gonna start going even faster.
Yeah.
Kelly, have you heard any of the people that live on Marston Road about where they took the bridge out? Any complaints about that never going back in or anything? What I was wondering, I'll tell you what I'm wondering about. If you look at it now, they built two grades on each side to come up and hit the bridge. If you took the gravel out they put in for the grades, you could have a crossing there. The road is level with the railroad tracks, except for that ramp they put on each side. So I didn't know if the people that live there were having a problem with that being gone forever.
I mean, I've heard a lot of bickering on social media about it being gone and why aren't they fixing it? But
I have friends that live on the Marston Road and are thrilled because I was cut down on traffic.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Probably half of them are loving it because there's no traffic, and the other half hate it because they wanted to go that way, but I don't know. I was wondering if you'd heard
yeah, I've
much
just,
from people,
I haven't heard personally, like no one's called, complained, but I've read on.
because it would be pretty cheap to make a crossing there if there was a need for it.
Your bicyclists would be hit with that, you had group of bike people all night. And then so if they could cut down that hill, the bicycle could cross there. And head out to Kobe that way, because right now, if they're coming in from Fairfield, they have to go all the way down to, Rice Rips, or they have to go all, but it's just, yeah. Maybe it's just walking, or jogging, so if they can, so something to think about. All right, next item up is approximately, large number of questions, you go to purchase land, sir, Mr. You know, I know it's back and forth. Do what?
You didn't expect me not to talk about here, did you? On the train. Do they have a consistent schedule? If there is no consistency or times, 'cause I know,
10 a.m. when school starts.
yeah,
Goes by camp roads at 4 a.m. because it sounds like it's coming through my house.
Oh,
could we ask them for?
I can ask, sure, yeah. They're born at every camp road.
Clockman schedule, man.
Yeah.
All set? Next item up, a large number of people request purchasing a piece of land from Oakland. Kelly?
Yeah, we had, the Ferguson's down off Nutting Trail, have approached town to possibly buy a small swath of land, to make a driveway. They currently own this and they wanna divide it for their children. But I think there's a covenant on Nutting Trail that they can only have 3 lots and they wanna have 4. Cause she wants a piece off each to the kids. So this is our landfill right here. This is the town farm road. So it'd be hugging the property line, maybe 1,200 feet in to this piece of property that she's gonna divide, or that they are gonna divide. Cost, I said, if the council would like to move forward with this, then you would have to pay for a survey, all costs would be on you. Have it surveyed out, it would be just wide enough for a road, hugging the property line and into her piece of property, so.
Did you tell us you could buy the whole piece?
Well, I said you could buy it for $900,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, should have read that.
What is it?
Two
I want
hundred,
to sell that swath for
Yeah.
$909,000. That's all the other part is.
you can have all of it.
Which we're paid on.
So we don't know the approximate amount of land they're going to buy.
It's like a 50-foot by 1,200-foot chunk. I mean, it's not big, it's just to get access.
And we've had this land for sale for a while.
Well, it's off the market.
Oh, but I'm sure,
Yeah.
and we had no bites on that.
So the land they want is on ours.
It's our land, yes. So it's across the street from the transfer station, that big piece of land that we were gonna sell. They want like a little tiny section. To go into the
50 feet wide.
50 feet wide, maybe 1,200 feet long, and they're there. But again, she's
Pretty
gonna-
wide.
Can't you just give them a right of way?
Huh?
Can you make it a right of way?
we'd have to build a road. We won't build a road.
So. But is she gonna build a road?
She's gonna build a road.
Or is it- Yeah, so
Yeah.
50 feet wide, is she gonna build a road that she wants us?
I don't think it's 50 feet wide, but I mean,
No, no,
with
no,
ditching
Yeah.
and, all that. It's probably.
but it has to be at least 25 feet wide to be one of the town roads. So is that what she's,
Not gonna be enough.
that's what I'm saying. Is she gonna build 7 or 8 houses in there? You know?
So let me just state some facts and then I'm gonna have no comment. What else decides, doesn't decide to do. When I gave the Fergusons a right of way, they created a road now called Nutting Trail. To get down to their property, they needed that because they have a 6 or an 8 foot right of way. I'm not sure exactly where it is, but it's along the line where Zimba, the town's property is. So all they had was a walking right of way. I believe that they asked, is it John? Zimba? Asked him if he would give them a bigger right of way. He would not do that. I gave them a right of way. They constructed Nutting Trail. And when we did that, I restricted them to dividing that piece of property that they own into 3 pieces, because I didn't want all that traffic. And 2 pieces, they own one, I believe her grandma was the other. They now want to divide, so they now have 2 pieces. They could divide 1 more, but if you divide 2 more, that 4th division will no longer have a legal right of way up to your Nutting Trail. So that's why if they want more than 1 more lot, they're here looking for something in the town. And I have no further comment.
Mr. Mullen, I know the properties off the mark. There was a lot of, I wouldn't say there's a lot of interest, there was interest until somebody came up with the idea that a lake was not in good condition, it was gonna make the lake awful. There was neighbors on the property that tried and wanted to let me in. I remember sort of letting it float away for a while, but I know it's kind of hard. Is. Do we have a sense, or should we get a sense of how much that property is worth as it is, and how much less is it worth if we think of this chunk? Either rent a piece of property to get down there, if somebody was gonna buy it, want that. It's not as much as. I would wanna make sure that, you're not taking a piece of that property away from it, which is gonna make more difficult. Something like,
I think if you look at it too, it's, there's kind of a trail that already goes down there, so.
and if we're gonna use it at some point as a town property, like. Trail, it's a trail.
But I was wondering if maybe you know more about, involved is if we were gonna sell that piece of property, is this the only area where we could put a road or driveway, or is the rest of, is it better than the rest of the land? Somebody said it's very hilly in places down there.
And there's retaining ponds.
Yeah, and I'm not familiar with it, so I was wondering if we weren't gonna sell the whole piece for 900 grand, is this the only area where it's full enough to have a driveway? And I don't.
Question I think we ought to be asking her is if in fact she wants to do this, and if in fact we give her permission to do it. Just by the black line here, it looks like it's off the line. You know, so can we go closer to that line? And then
That's it.
part of the answer for you, and part of what you're looking for an answer, is if we get someone to buy this, is she willing to help let someone use the road to travel in,
Right away.
use it for a right of way? You know, because that would not take away the value of it, because some parts are very hilly, and we know there's a retaining pond right there. So there's a lot of, facets, I guess, we're gonna look at. I have no problem selling it as long as, to that, but at the same time, I don't want to take away the value of the land. And if so, if we're gonna do that, will she agree that we could use that road as a right of way? That anybody else, if the person later on, we decide to sell this instead of for $900,000. And for 990,000, we sell it for 900, she pays us $90,000 for her swap. No. And, try to see her right away. And if she doesn't, maybe that's a deal breaker. Just an idea.
Yeah.
Good questions?
So if she agrees to let the town have a right of way to this, then. Should she move forward with the survey?
Yeah.
Don, I think we want to discuss it, I think, where that point get out, right?
No, but I'm just saying, something we want to throw up to her,
And I think it's part of the discussion with it, if you were to
Should I invite
say if,
her?
Don Borman wanted to buy the rest of the land there. And needed a driveway down in there, that would save him a lot of money if he could use that for his driveway down into that lot. Let's probably have to share expenses on maintenance or something, well, that's our problem, how that one.
I don't know if I'd agree on a sale unless it was an agreement in there that that's used, common use road,
Yeah,
if the sale of the property. You're selling part key piece of land.
that might be the only place to put a good driveway.
Yeah.
And I think whoever buys that property, wants, that is prime, entry way to sell that way. Was what, wanna make sure they can. Step there.
What's sellable?
Are we better off? I know, right, but make that 1,500 foot road, and then so when you sell the property, the road's still ours, and then they can access it. So we don't lose out on the sale of the land if it would be, if it's 1,500 feet, right? Is that all it is in lengthwise?
If that, yeah, so about 1,500.
Because then you can still keep everything, they can have their easement or whether from the town, but then you could still sell the property as a whole piece. And maybe people would be more likely to buy it, purchase it, if it already had kind of a road in there. But,
Yeah.
Should we invite her and her husband to the meeting?
Yeah.
For the town and talk to the council.
Yeah. When they brought into.
Yeah, well, I'll see if she can make one of the meetings in February, So,
It's a lot of it's not, we all have some concern.
yeah, absolutely. So I bring it, quick and go from there, so.
Cascade Mill update.
So Haley Ward, DEP. Haley Ward come and do an assessment of Cascade Mill area. They sent me the report. It's 1,500 pages, I'm about 200 into it. What I've got the gist of, they did the title search, Cascade Mill Property, or Cascade Properties LLC owns it, which no longer exists. I have some emails in to say, you know, if the town were to take ownership of it, could you promise us help with a brownfield grant, to remediate problems in the, haven't heard back yet, but yeah, I wish I had more, but they're hard to get hold of.
What's this, is there a summary on the report? Is,
There's an executive search, it's pretty much, they did a title search and there's a whole bunch of pictures. I'll forward it.
did they find contaminants?
Oh, yeah. It's a hazard down there.
Did they address some of the hazards there? They give you a list
They did,
of
yeah,
liabilities, because when we talked about this before, with the town was afraid of having anything to do with owning it because of the liabilities there. Hazardous waste and people getting hurt and on and on and on, you know.
you know, I think we start cleaning up the property when we can, get the boats out of there, get everything removable, gone. But we're gonna need help from the state, so.
I think it's good to keep it on the burner and keep seeing what we can do there eventually and, you know, if maybe that would be a place for the carrying canoe thing that is down at the public works place. And then there wouldn't be any reason for people to be in and out of the public works garage on weekends and stuff.
And I know we have a facility down there now that's open to the public and kids. And I would hate to see them, oh, what's over here and go in and follow home.
Yeah. It's dangerous.
It's very dangerous. So,
I think we need more than help with the brownfield grant. We need somebody to indemnify us to the town. That's what I would be,
yeah.
more so than help with the grant.
That's all I have on that. I'll forward you guys the report. Read it at your meeting.
No, do you have anything before we go into executive session?
Yeah, couple things. There is a campaign sign at the end of the old Waterville Road KMD that is big plywood one that's been knocked down. It looks like trash. From former candidate Terrios.
It's a hospitality, called Matt today on that.
Yeah, it was up, but now it's down and was half down, now it's all the way down, so that is,
You call the guy,
I called someone already today,
you gotta get that.
because I saw it up myself. I told them, probably 10 times,
time to take it down. Yeah.
maybe 20 times.
They're waiting.
The second thing was I had a constituent ask if the town of Oakland had ever considered looking at the piece of property building over here, the old doctor's office, for a town office space. I said I would ask.
No, Dave.
I'm all set.
I'm good.
Also. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to enter into executive session. I'll make a motion. We enter into executive session under one MRSA 4056D. That's for the union negotiation. Motion second, the time now is exactly 6:26. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming. Have yourself a great night. Motion is made, and seconded. We have all.